The woman stranded on the island suddenly discovered there was music, actually a natural waterfall on the island. Excited, she quickly ran under it and took a shower. Just as she felt like she was the luckiest person in the world, something even luckier happened. She suddenly spotted a yacht not far away. That instantly gave her hope of survival. But thinking about going back to work after being rescued, she actually decided to give up asking for help and stay on this island. When she went back, she didn't tell Jack about it. Just like that, the two of them stayed on the island for a few more days. But this kind of life quickly became unbearable for Jack. He hoped Linda would make a raft with branches and leave this place with the waves. But Linda said a raft couldn't withstand the waves at all. If they wanted to live, they had to wait on the island, and the two ended up arguing, and angry Jack started building a shelter himself. His survival skills were terrible. He struggled for a long time and got nowhere, while Linda just watched from her own shelter and grilled some fish whenever she felt like it. Unable to resist, Jack had to go over and eat with her. But then he suddenly noticed a small knife on her table, which instantly surprised him. So Linda had to explain she found it by the shore. As Jack lowered his head and apologized, Linda accepted his apology. After a few days of recovery, Jack's legs slowly started to heal. So, one day, they climbed up a hill to look at the whole island. On the way, Linda warned him not to eat wild fruit because it could be deadly. As the sun was about to set, they had to head back. But suddenly, the rocks under Linda's music collapsed. Luckily, Jack managed to save her and pulled her up from the bottom of the cliff. Because of this incident, Linda started to accept this hot-tempered guy, but trouble came unexpectedly. As the waves destroyed their shelter, they had to evacuate quickly and spent the night in a cave. The next day, they built a new home. To celebrate their move, they even made a big meal that night. They thought a happy life was ahead. But right after Linda finished eating, her legs suddenly gave out and her vision blurred. Of helping her, Jack pulled a raft out from the bushes. It turned out he didn't want to live like this anymore. To stop Linda from stopping him, he resorted to this plan. But he underestimated nature because the raft was quickly torn apart by the waves and he was swept into the sea. When he woke up again, he realized Linda had saved him. Because of that, Jack felt extremely guilty. He hoped Linda would forgive him, but Linda didn't hold it against him. Instead, she handed him a skewer of octopus. Jack immediately started eating, but soon he realized he couldn't feel his body and couldn't move. It turned out the octopus contained a neurotoxin that could temporarily numb human music nerves. And what she hated most was betrayal. So next, she was going to perform a little surgery on Jack. At first, Jack thought he was about to lose his manhood. But then Linda suddenly pulled out the dissected rat. Only then did Jack realize Linda was someone not to mess with. Just like that, after being taught a lesson, Jack became silent and bored. Linda went out to look for food. But in an unintentional moment, she noticed a passing boat coming toward her.